Good evening, everyone. Chris Berryman here. How you guys doing today on Terrific Tuesday? It's another great day to be alive, and it's always an honor and privilege to reach out to you guys here, not only on LinkedIn Live, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. I wanted to take some time today, uh, and I want to engage with you guys and talk to you about leading by permission. And I want to get your thoughts and comments onto that. Is leading by permission a good way of doing things versus leading by position? And if that's the case, I would love to hear your thoughts and comments on that. So please join me in the link. It's going to be in the comment section on LinkedIn. Please join me there. And I would love to hear your thoughts. And how do we start leading by permission, where that is literally granted, and really in essence by both parties? Um, so that is the great way to move things forward, and I truly believe in that. So, what are your thoughts? How can we start leading by permission? Can we create the environment that's really truly inviting and really accessible for all, that where people can literally know and feel, and it's so tangible to them? And then once you get engagement, once you get that very value that you show to people every day in every way, I truly believe that's powerful. And I even take it with this in context with that. It's not the many that you really need to reach out to and create the change, not only in your organization, but in everyday life. But more importantly, it's that one. If you can affect really impactful and meaningful change in a relationship and a paradigm and an environment that really enhances the growth and thriving ability of that person and yourself, or whether to be that department, because I truly believe that that one will turn into many. There's many things that could be done. So I want to hear your thoughts. So, like I said, I would like to hear from you. Follow us on Twitter on Betterment for All. You can join us live in this link right here. Please follow our business page. And of course, join our other community group, which is also on Facebook. And if you want to join our community group here on LinkedIn, please reach out to me, and I would love to hear your thoughts. Um, but yeah, I just know that by leading by permission is so much better than trying to do it from a positional mindset. And I just want to hear your thoughts on that. I just know that there's a better way forward, and we just need to be human enough to understand that if we allow an environment to grow and thrive for what is there and for what's not there, I truly believe that's a powerful thing. So, like I said, please let me know your thoughts, your comments, and everything. And please join us. And we would love to have that and great engaging conversation with you. And I truly believe in that. So, how do you lead by permission? Uh, I think it's multifaceted, to be honest with you. There's the trust factor, there's the human connective factor, there's the honesty and integrity, all the values of who we know as we were growing up with that we've learned from our parents and grandparents, all that kind of thing, integrity, honesty, morals, values, all that kind of stuff. And that's really innate to us. And I think that's been done for thousands of years. Virtues and everything. And that's where really it starts from. It starts from those things that unites us versus what divides us. And the permissional mindset, for me at least, starts off like this. If I can get permission for Sandy or Carla or Bob or Susie or Ann or whoever that might be, they give me permission to lead them and get them to where they need to go. By default, and I even say by very definition, it will help me get to where I need to go. And then by very definition, it will help everyone at every level of an organization get to where that it needs to go as well. And I truly believe in that. Because it's like what Zig Ziglar said, and of course, John C. Maxwell had his own take on it, and I have my own take on it too as well. But Zig Ziglar said this years ago: if you help others get what they want, you will get what you want. And John C. Maxwell says if you help others get to where they need to go, by very definition, it will help you get to where you need to go. And like I just said, it'll help everyone in it, every point of the organization go to where it needs to go. But I actually nailed it down to this: if I help you, you help me, then we help we. It's just that simple. If you truly help others get to where they need to go, you will go to where you need to go. And you got to be intentional about it. The power of intention is awesome. Just like with the power of positivity and the power of possibility. And it's like what John C. Maxwell says within that 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, he saw how interconnected they were. Without that interconnectedness, he even tried it to where he was trying to pull some laws out, try to add more and that kind of thing, and it just didn't work. I know what makes humanity so unique by design, and it's a great thing that we can literally choose our own way in what we do in life and choose our own path, choose or even our own destiny. And see, that's the power of choice. Choice leads to the ultimate path to freedom. And once we see that being done, I truly believe that that's the best thing that humanity can do in like no other time in human history. I just believe that when we put ourselves out there to seek that invitation to connect, because I even dare to say, ladies and gentlemen, we're already there. We're already connected to each other. By our very essence of who we are, we're already there. We're all sitting at a table of humanity. But what if we take it to that next level and say, not only are we at that very same table of humanity, I'm going to reach out and extend an opportunity for you to be on this journey with me, because we're already, in some ways, we're on the same journey. We all want to live life to the fullest. We all want to have the same needs and wants. Well, to a certain degree, everyone's going to be different in that respect, and I get that. But for the most part, we want the same basic things. But once we understand those same basic principles and those things that are really near and dear to us, I truly believe what's going to end up happening, ladies and gentlemen, is once we get in tune of who we are and what's our place and space in this thing called life, and especially when it comes to our business world and that dynamic, once we understand our place and space in there as well, I truly believe what's going to happen down the road, sooner than later, is when people get in tune with that and see where they are and what they can truly do from a leadership perspective, a human connective perspective, that they know that they're all sitting at that same table of humanity, and what comes out of that, like I said, through the power of positivity and the power of possibility, that raises not only your awareness to what's around you, but it creates even a better awareness for others when you share that with them and share that experience with them. It's like when you get into a conversation. If you get into a conversation for what it is and not for what it isn't, and you can kind of set aside those preconceived ideas, notions, biases, all that kind of negative stuff, and recognize that it's there, what's going to end up happening is the conversation or experience that you're sharing with someone or a group or wherever you're sitting at the time is going to grow from and thrive from what is there and then not what's not. And then you can have truly a shared experience from that very conversation or that very environment that's there for you to share in that experience. And once that occurs, not only to you and the way you view the world, but whatever other people actually see it in their view of the world, and you can come together, even though it's from different points of view, you can come together, seek to understand. You may not understand everything because no one can understand another person's point of view because number one, we're not them, and number two, we've never been there where they've been. So I know innately we have to kind of build that bridge that we can seek to understand, and through influence to impact, which leads into clarity, we can gain that clarity far better if we can continuously ask really open-ended questions, dig deeper in that kind of thing, and just see how things grow and thrive for what's there. And the same thing, like I said, same thing we go for a work environment. If we grow it for what it is and not what it isn't, that's how we can move the ball forward. And I truly believe in that. So I would love to hear your thoughts and comments onto this. And I'll be on for a little while longer. So please uh, join us live. And I would love to hear your thoughts. Click on the links on if you're on LinkedIn Live, if you're on YouTube. Um, this is the link that you can join us live with. In fact, I will put that on the YouTube channel now. So let's go there. Bing, bang, boom. There we go. And like I said, we would love to hear from you. And I know about the positional mindset just opens up so many doors to so many possibilities because the positional mindset, and this again, what comes from John C. Maxwell and the 21 Different Laws of Leadership, is when we equate management and leadership to be one and the same. In reality, it's not. It's a myth. And once we see that for what it is, that is not entirely true, that management and leadership are one and the same, which I like to see it there. I would love to see that day come that where leadership and management are truly one and the same. They truly work hand in hand with one another. Because again, like I said, I truly believe everything's interconnected. We just have to find a way to get to that point. And I know we can get there. But what I like to see really happen is when we see true leadership being for what it is, about serving others and getting others to where they need to go, which by very definition will help you get to where you need to go, and it goes on and on from there. The positional mindset doesn't really allow that maybe to occur for a lot of people in their model of the world from what it comes to them as. And I've seen it firsthand for over 35 years. I've seen some great managers that turned out to be leaders, and then I've seen managers only manage. And that's because it's either their skill set, their intention behind their skill set, how are they going to use the tools that they've been either been given or have been taught for that, And once we recognize that, like I said, for what it is and not for what it isn't, then we can take it from that context and then make it the way it really relates to us. So if it is a negative from the positional mindset, we can take it for what's there and then change it and say, let's make this a better way. Because like I said, I know there's multiple paths to success, multiple paths to impact, multiple paths to growth and thriving. There's not one set dynamic. Because if it was, you know what will end up happening? We become the very robots that we swore we will never become, and we do the same thing over and over and over again. That's what makes humanity so unique. We can come together as a collective to go in that direction where we need to go. But more importantly, we can recognize what we bring to the table from our individual perspectives, our skill sets, our talents, our passions, and our missions in life, and also even at work. And once we recognize that, like I said, for what it is and not for what it isn't, more things grow, more possibilities open up, more opportunities to impact people, maybe through the very smallest things that you do. And I truly believe in that because once we, like I said, get that dare and really explore it together, understand how it can be there for everybody to at least get involved in it and partake in the discussion, the mindset, uh, the whole environment factor, and make people feel like I said, their voice is heard. Make people feel like they matter. Make people feel like they are acknowledged for what they're contributing in that environment or in that workplace environment, and take it from that standpoint moving forward. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, if we can do those very simple things, and it's not hard, it really isn't. But sometimes, more often than not, we make it hard because you know what? Most times, the worst person who gets in our way is ourselves. And yes, there's going to be some people who also get in our own way too, as well. And that's okay. There's going to be some people who will either through intentional acts or whatever do what they're going to do. And why they do it, we will never know until they acknowledge that they're doing something, or we intentionally go out of our way to seek that engagement and say, why are you doing what you're doing? I got to know, you know? And like I said, we can't seek to understand and connect if the other person doesn't allow it to occur from in that way. But like I said, if we can just build that bridge together, it will be a beautiful thing. And I truly believe in that. So, like I said, I really would love to hear your thoughts and comments. And like I said, let's get connected. And I want to hear your view of it when it comes to permission versus position. And I would love to hear from you. So, like I said, if you're on YouTube, please let us know where you're from. We would love to connect with you. If you're on Twitter, please let us know where you're watching from. We would love to get to know you too. And like I said, connect with us also on LinkedIn. And again, here's the ways you can connect with us. This is our live stream link. Join us here live. Follow our business page here on LinkedIn. And also, please join our Facebook group too, as well, because we have a Facebook group community on Facebook, and plus, we also have our LinkedIn group too, as well. So, like I said, I just want to hear from you, the heartbeat of humanity. Do you really like to lead by permission, or would you like to lead by position? I would love to hear your thoughts. So, love to hear from you. So, I would, what's your thoughts? How can we lead by permission versus position? How can we get there? What would that look like to you? Please, like I said, follow us on our Twitter page, and that's at Betterment for All. And we would love to hear from you. All right, let's see if anyone's going to chime in. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've been on here for about 22 minutes. Um, so, this is my little chat with Chris for tonight. So, like I said, I'd love to hear from you. Please reach out, connect with me, and want to have that great and engaging conversation with you. But, like I said, lead by permission versus position. Would love to hear your thoughts. Have a great day. Make it your day. And remember the mission statement that we go by here, bringing humanity together every day and everywhere is, which is, if I help you, you help me, then we help we. Have a good night, everyone.